Well, hello, everyone. Hello. Let's see if we get you down into the business so you don't have to look at all the extras. Hello, everyone. Hope everyone is doing well. This is a little different for us. You're seeing a doggy snoot. Doggy snoot. Happy Saturday, everyone. Oh, it's a doggy snoot. Hi, Daisy. Hello, everybody. Now, you know how we do. If you're looking around and you don't see the live button lit up in red, that means you're watching this on the replay. So go ahead and hit us with that hashtag replay. Let us know what you're working on down in the comment section below. I hope you all had a wonderful week. Yes, this is a little bit different for us because it is during the day. So, like, it's daytime with Miss Coffee. You know, the more chill Miss Coffee. Hello, everybody. Yes, you see the doggy snoots. What's up, Tia? We got Helen in the house, and Erica, and Diamond, and Washi, and Aloha. Allie's Craft Pursuits. Belinda's in the house. What's up, Kaya? What's up, Melody? What's up, Trish? What's up, Pawpaw? What's up, Glitter Angels? What's up, Diane? Nicole's in the house. Diamond Art Sparkle. Yes! Welcome, everyone, to the Afternoon Crafters Lounge. I used to do these back when I first started going live on my channel, and then I stopped doing them. I don't know why, but because doing two lives in one day is a little bit much. That's doing the most. So now we have like after hours Crafters Lounge, which today we're doing afternoon Crafters Lounge, because I have other children in my house that aren't my own. Also, thank you to everyone who was concerned about my wrist yesterday. I will go into that as to what happened because, as I tell you guys all the time, anytime I do anything with these kids, I hurt myself. Let's just say I was going after Maggie and she lifted her head at the wrong time and my wrist met her head, and I don't know if you can see it, but it's all red and purpley and like it's just weird. So we're gonna hide it with the Zox bracelet today. Hello, everyone. But it feels a lot better today. I can move it around a little bit more and it doesn't sting like all get out, like there's fire inside my bones. So I am able to diamond paint today. So I hope you all are ready to come along on this journey with me in the daytime. Well, hello, Debbie from the Netherlands. Small Maggie has a very hard head. Let's just say that. When I say it, I mean it literally and figuratively. So yeah, Maggie has been caught twice this week pouring glue all over herself and peeling it off. Don't know what her obsession is with glue all of a sudden. This girl has a closet full of toys and wants to play with glue. When I took the first glue thing away from her and told her not to touch it again, she then went in Orion's room, found another one, and she knows Orion pays no attention to her because, they're related and siblings don't pay attention to each other. So Orion had no clue that she went into one of his old backpacks, because what I do is every year with their backpacks, I put in a couple of things from their schoolwork into the old backpack to save for them. And then if there's a year that they need a backpack and I can't get them one, they have extra backpacks and what have you. Well, in one of the backpacks was some glue. Maggie found it and then decided she was going to pour it all over herself. And then the very next day, she did it again. The first day, she actually put it all in her hair and everything. Yesterday, she just had it all over her arm. So when I went to go get it from her, she ran, slipped, fell, and as I went to go swing to grab it out of her hand, she moved her head and wham! Yeah, and then she got mad at me because she said I hit her in the head. And I'm like, you almost broke my whole hand and you worried about your head. Now take it. She's fine. She was fine. She was upset because she hurt mommy. And I'm like, mommy is a tough cookie. I got this. I was going to go live last night. And then Mr. Coffee was like, no, don't worry about it. And then I felt bad because he actually got off in time for me to go live because he wanted to be here for live. And I'm like, well, we'll just spend time together. And then we spent the entire night looking at TikTok and showing each other videos. I don't know what happens in my house, y'all. But, you guys, his present has shipped. And we were fussing with each other last night because he wants a tablet and doesn't understand why I don't see why he needs a tablet so bad. And I was literally fighting with him about getting a tablet, telling him he doesn't need it. And we got into an argument about it as I'm silently laughing in my head. You have no idea. So his tablet has shipped. It will be here. It says Tuesday, but from the looks of this the shipping, it might actually be here on our anniversary, which is Monday. Which means your whip and chat for Tuesday this week will be a whip and chat where I explain how me and Mr. Coffee met, because that is still a question I get all the time. And I'm like, well, it's not like I found him on the corner and was like, hey, dude, you're cute. Come with me. We're going to go get married and do stuff. And he was just like, okay. I'm like, but there are new people on the channel, and I still do get the question a lot about how I met Mr. Coffee. So I will be doing a video on how I met Mr. Coffee. As you saw, I did finish 2 kits this week. The breast cancer awareness one I did for Citrisa, which she has received that kit, and she'll have a video going up of it soon. She doesn't have to do a video. I just wanted to do it for her. And then, of course, the new Betty Boop from the Betty Boop collection from Diamond Art Club. Yes! Now, history lesson for you. How many of you folks know that Betty Boop was actually depicted from a black woman? Show of hands. Show of hands. I was letting somebody know that in my comment section. What's up, Kelly? Yeah, you caught a live, because I randomly go live throughout the week. I was randomly, when I was doing the painting yesterday, Orion asked why was she that color, because the Betty Boops that mommy has that she's collected are all black, but the one that mommy was doing was white. And I was like, because some places have her like white, and then some places have her like the skin tone white. Oh, thank you, Rachel. Get yourself something special for. Yes. If you actually go to the PBS website and type in Betty Boop, it has an explanation there of Betty Boop was actually depicted from a white woman, but back in those days, they couldn't make a black woman a significant figure, so they turned her white so that she become more popular. And now you have the Betty Boop that you see today. I thought that was a fun fact that I thought everybody knew this, but apparently not a lot of people knew this. And I was like, how do y'all not know this? What's up, Kathy? What's up, Mickey Sunshine? Art for Stella in the house. Tyra's in the house. Kiki. Do you love? I'm sorry. But yes, so I finished those 2 diamond paintings this week. And it was hell trying to finish that Betty Boop yesterday, because my hand, like, that happened like first thing in the afternoon yesterday. And I spent the rest of the time going, it hurts. But today it feels a lot better. I can shake and bake and all that fun stuff. So yes. What's up, Therese? What's up, Marlene? What's up, Mary? Crazy cat ladies in the house. Don't normally make lives as in the UK. Need to be up on a Saturday to take mom shopping. Ooh, shopping. What's up, Creative Grammy? Yeah, because I hurt myself yesterday and I didn't want to leave you guys hanging, and my lives are like one of my prominent videos on my channel, I wanted to at least go live in the afternoon, because I figured some people from across the lake might be able to catch it, and then we don't have to fuss at Rachel for being up so late, because y'all know Rachel be trying to be up late trying to catch it. The only sad part is you guys don't get the didgeridoo because Mr. Coffee's not here, but he'll be back next Friday. He starts his new job, because I know I've had a lot of people ask me about that. Where is this symbol? There it is. He starts his new job on the 2nd. November 2nd, he starts his new job. His birthday's on the 5th. And then our anniversary is on the 26th of this month. So, like, he's going to be a busy boy. But I was thinking about waiting until the 27th to give him his anniversary gift. Because he's going to be mad because he's getting it and he has one more day of work left. And I was like, well, if I give it to him on the night that he comes home on the 27th, then he'll have like the 27th through the 2nd to sit and play with it and all this. And I told him last night, I'm like, well, if it means that freaking much to you, take my tablet. Oh, thank you, Papa. I appreciate it. Thank you, Tyra. So much appreciated. What's up, Bethany? Can't paint along. You didn't want to miss the live. No worries. So yeah, so I purposely was fussing with him about the tablet yesterday, so he had no idea. And then he kept asking me what I want for our anniversary. Now, look, listen. I don't really know what I want for anything, okay? Because really, if I really want something that badly, I usually go get it myself. But I was like, oh, I have a great idea. Winter is here. You know what I really want? He's like, what's that? I'm like, sweatpants. Yep, I did it. I'm one of those weird chicks that I don't want a whole lot of material things. I just want random weird things. Like, I asked my parents for a vacuum cleaner for Christmas. Is that weird? Like, I like stuff that I'm actually going to use. I don't want to get, like, I'm not a child anymore, so I can't get toys, so that's disappointing. So I'm like, well, since I can't get toys, I might as well ask for adult gifts. So can I get a vacuum cleaner, like a pet vacuum cleaner? Because I have 2 big pets. So how about we do a pet vacuum cleaner? Other than that, sweatpants, Etsy gift card, Amazon gift card. That's really all I want. Like, there's not really a whole lot out there that I'm like, oh my God, I really want this. Nope, usually just sweatpants. So I asked Mr. Coffee for sweatpants, to which he gave me this look like he instantly got mental diarrhea as to why I want sweatpants for our anniversary. And I'm like, well, do I ask you why you want the things you want? Leave me alone. I want sweatpants. Buy me sweatpants. So I'm hoping that I'll have a new collection of sweatpants coming in for our anniversary. Becky! You need a real Instapot. I have a Ninja Instapot. It is real. Oh, Wolfpack Diamond Painting in the house. What's up, Zoe Coffee? I want a new vacuum. Mine's is old, but it works. Yeah, mine's is old, and we usually buy a new vacuum like every 2 years, like the little cheap $60 vacuum at Walmart, and it works great for like 2 years until we literally burn the thing up. And then I'm like, okay, now we need a new vacuum. So I haven't had a new vacuum in a year, but I asked Mr. Coffee for a new vacuum or I asked my parents for a new vacuum because I don't really know what else to tell them to get me. Like, hey, parents, would you get me an Etsy gift card? Like, I want the cookbook for my mom, but mom's sitting there playing right now. She over there living her blessed life, playing bingo online, and she can't be bothered to make my cookbook. I hope she's sitting back there listening too. Yeah, Mom, I'm putting you on the spot. Where my cookbook? What up, all but nice? What's up, Therese? What's up, Danielle? Hello, Queen Crafton. I inherited a Dyson from my parents, who inherited it from my late grandmother. Love it. Really? I hear Dyson's really good. What's up, Phyllis? You need more vinyl Cricut supplies. I wouldn't turn down Cricut supplies, but I really want sweatpants. Like, that's all I want Mr. Coffee to buy me is sweatpants. Because on my birthday, I think last year, I got really mad at him because he bought me a really dumb gift. When he came back with a replacement gift for the dumb gift he bought me sweatpants. I literally have worn those sweatpants until there's like very little fabric left. At this point, they're thinner than my patience. Like, I'm like, okay, I need new sweatpants. And every year I try to get myself some more sweatpants. And that's the one thing I haven't gotten yet because I wasn't expecting winter to sneak up on me. And now my dog got the dropsies, and every time she goes outside, she acts like she can't stand up. And she over there embarrassing me. People coming over telling me what pretty dogs I have. But yet Daisy keeps flopping all over the ground and rubbing herself in all the snow. And I'm like, yeah, they're cute. There's the one with the cone on his head that Killian has the cone on his head again because he scratched his nose open. And I figured out what he was doing because I couldn't figure out how he kept scratching his face up. Here, he would go to the dog park and burrow himself in the snow. And then he would get down to where the grass is and then rub his face vigorously all over the grass. Now, of course, guys know the dog park isn't exactly the face where you want to be rubbing your face on the ground. So I had to put the cone back on him, to which he was running yesterday and he jumped like he was going to dive into the snow because they put a little bit of a snow pile at the end of the dog park. He dived like he was getting ready to dive into the snow, but his cone got stuck. So then his cone was sticking out of the snow with his head burrowed in the snow. And I'm like, that's what you get. I shouldn't even come over and save you. I should just start recording if it wasn't for the fact that it was so freaking dark out here. Yeah, that's the life of Killian. What's up, Kara? I love sweatpants, booties, slippers, and long sleeve shirts. I see, Holly. I got you on all of that except for the long sleeve shirts. I'm a tall drink of water, but for some reason, I don't do long sleeves. I can and will wear long sleeves, but for the most part, I don't want long sleeves. Speaking of long sleeves, Rachel, you get that package yet? I want to see that shirt. You ain't got to make no video. Just crafty open it like a savage and just be like, oh, look, a shirt. What's up, Rib Sing? Still in the 70s here. Olivia. Nope, I want to rip it open. Rip it open, okay. Okay, you rip it open. Yeah, I am highly jealous of all of you that are still living the hot temperature life right now. Because I know my Patreons, I don't think any of my Patreons live close to me except for like Wolfpack. And I know they turned on that Patreon vlog yet from yesterday and was like, what the hell? Where did the snow come from? Just know that we both are thinking the same thing because I woke up one day and it was like 30, 40 degrees. And the next day we have a whiteout. And I'm like, what the hell? And we had a whiteout for 2 days. And I was like, look, I don't want to put on pants, but I gotta mail off packages. And then I went, you know what? I'm just gonna have them mailed off from the mailbox. I can't go out in this. I'm not doing it. The kids had off school this week for extra 2 days. Mr. Coffee looks at me and goes, why are they off of school for 2 days? Look, I don't ask questions. When they tell me I don't have to get up early, I am not getting up early, okay? Like I ain't doing none of that. I am not about that life. What's up, Ava? Diamond paint with Ruby, cute. I was headed towards your live yesterday, and Mr. Coffee told me to go to sleep. You need to rest your wound. He wrapped my arm, which I have to hurry up and wrap it back up before he gets home. He wrapped my arm in an ace bandage, and he had it to the point where it was turning blue, and I'm like, dude, you're killing me over here. Literally, you're killing me. And I made him loosen up the ace bandage, but he wouldn't let me take it off. And so this morning when he left for work, I took it off. Also this morning, I woke up next to a man and I was like, what the hell is this? Who's else? Like, I almost killed my dog this morning because when Mr. Coffee gets up and he leaves for work, he always kisses me goodbye. He'll wake me up enough to be like, hey, I'm leaving. I'll see you when I get home. Love you. Bye. And then he'll give me a kiss and he'll leave. All right, bet. He leaves and then I feel something touch my butt and I haul over and punch his side of the pillow. I'm glad Killian was not laying on his pillow because I would have punched him square in the face. I was like, what the hell? The dog had clawed. Now, my dogs don't sleep in the bed. My dogs sleep on the floor in my room. But for some reason, Killian was all, I think it was because Mr. Coffee left. Mr. Coffee left at like 8 something this morning. And Killian was all upset about it. So he came in the room and he barked at me. And I thought, okay, maybe he needs to go out. He'll have to hold it. I'm still asleep. And then he decides to jump up on the bed. Gets on the bed, curls up at the foot of the bed, and then as he's sleeping, Killian is a very wild dog sleeper. I don't know if anybody else has a dog like this, but Killian, he will get belly up and then start kicking like he's running in his sleep. Well, he did that, and he touched my butt, and I just, out of instinct, I just woke up and did like a full 360 swing into Mr. Coffee's pillow, and I looked and I was like, what touched my butt? What touched my butt? Look, I don't know what happens in my mind, but what's up, Laguna? Laguna Wolf, bruh. CP, Diamond Pants, hello. Catching your first live. Is that Cal? I see. What's up, Cal? So yeah, like I have this, I don't know what it is or why this happens, but even when Mr. Coffee used to, like, when he would come in at night, late at night, and I didn't realize that he wasn't home or my brain didn't register that it was him, he would go to wake me up and he's almost gotten cold clocked at least a dozen times. Like, he'll wake up and he'll back up because he knows I'm gonna wake up swinging. I don't know why this happens. So if Miss Coffee ever happens to be in the same room as you sleeping and something happens where you need to wake her up, you shake her a little bit and then you back away. Because if you don't do that back away, you might get cold clock. I'm just saying. I don't know. It's like I would say it's like an army brat thing, but Pawpaw didn't even wake up whenever we would try to get stuff from him. Because Pawpaw used to have Pawpaw has this gold Rolex, okay? When I was little, Pawpaw would always wear this gold Rolex, and he would tell us. Now, if you've ever seen the movie Major Payne, Pawpaw was Major Payne. He had this gold Rolex and would tell us that if you could get it off his arm, because he would always fall asleep on the couch. But if you could get the Rolex off his arm while he was asleep, he'd let you keep it. Let's just say Pawpaw still owns said Rolex. I think Pawpaw still owns said Rolex. Pawpaw, do you still have that Rolex? Now that Pawpaw has the Invictus, I don't know if he still has the Rolex. He probably does. Pawpaw's, I get my hoarding from Pawpaw. What's up, Robin? What's up, Tracy Crab's house? Hey. What's up, Aletha? Aletha, look, listen. I got scared there for about 2.35 seconds. I thought you was my mama. My mama's name is Arletha. I was like, Aletha, oh, Jesus, is my mama in here? Don't tell my mama in here because she would have been in here fussing about that cookbook. What's up, Cynthia? I thought you were my mama coming to fuss at me. I was about to get scared just now. Look, I don't care how old you are or how grown you think you are. You will never not be afraid of your parents, okay? Like, your parents can be like 92 years old and tell you to stop doing something before they whoop your behind, and you still act like you that little kid. Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. Like, Papa's always telling me to stop cussing in front of these kids, and I'm like, look, listen. They ain't paying no attention to me. Pay zero attention to me. I'm like, Maggie, what did I just say? I don't know. Exactly. See, they don't pay no attention to me. Sad part was I was talking to Maggie. She still didn't hear what I said. Like, kids, I'm telling you. Every time I play with these kids, I get hurt. So on top of my wrist injury yesterday, I'm sitting here, and I was playing with Orion, and then he headbutts me like he was getting ready for bed. And I was giving him a hug goodnight, and oh, thank you, Cynthia. I greatly appreciate it. I was giving him a hug goodnight, and I don't know why he decided it was a good idea to headbutt my face. But luckily, like, he has the cushy afro pillow on his head, because now that I got his hair cut once in like 6 months, he won't let me get it cut again. So he has like the cushy afro pillow on his head, and he went to go hug me, and he headbutted me right in the nose. And he's like, sorry, Mom. I thought you were going to tickle me. I was giving you a hug goodnight, and I'm pretty sure you just broke my nose. Luckily, it didn't bleed or anything, and my nose is fine. But I swear these kids are out to kill me. Like, I feel like they're little Stewies, and they're trying to murder me every day. Every day, they find a new way to hurt me, whether it be mentally or physically. Either way, how do you report being in an abusive relationship with your own children? Asking for a friend. Or maybe myself. I'm just saying, tiny humans are not always so gentle. Oh, you love Maggie. What's up, Crafting with Christy? Crafting with Christy, you see how I threw you under the bus in that Royal Diamond painting video? Look, I still love you, but you ain't had to tell nobody nothing. My oldest tried to break my nose at 4 months old. Oh, when they're babies and they have like that weak neck thing going on, and they can't hold their neck up all the way, and their head is just bobbling back and forth, and you're waiting for that one time, and there's always that one time where they catch you, and they're like smiling and laughing and giggling, and then BAM! They hit you right in the face, and you're like, oh, goddamn babies. Happy birthday to whoever Jack is. What's up, Donna Payne with Max? What's up, Deborah? They're little Stewies. Every time I turn around, these kids are trying to kill me. And don't ask them what they want for dinner. It took me 45 minutes the other day just to get them breakfast, because they would not decide what they wanted for breakfast. Maggie wanted eggs. Orion wanted pancakes. Okay, Maggie, do you want toast with your eggs? Yeah. Orion, do you just want pancakes? Yeah. I go to make the stuff. Mom, can I have eggs? Oh, you want eggs now instead of just pancakes? Yeah. Maggie, Mommy, I want pancakes. Did you not want eggs now? And she goes, no. Okay, so I guess these eggs are going to Orion. And she goes, no, I want eggs. I'm like, you just said you didn't want eggs. You just wanted pancakes. I had to stop cooking to spend 45 minutes fussing with them about what the hell they wanted for breakfast. I'm like, y'all about to get a bunch of shit sandwiches without the bread. I'm telling you right now, if y'all don't tell me what y'all want for breakfast, nobody's getting breakfast. And then they both look at me. Pancakes and eggs. Look, listen, it's been a rough week, okay? Homeschooling and these kids. Luckily, homeschooling was short this week. We told you eat what comes, right? Oh, you best believe they both had pancakes and eggs, because I had already made them. And I was like, y'all eating this. Maggie tried to play that I don't want the eggs after I made the pancakes. She ate 3 pancakes and then went, I don't want the eggs. Look, child, look. I love you. I really do. But you starting to make us look bad as a family. The fact that you so small and everybody else in the house big, like we treat you like Harry Potter, like you're in the closet and we're just eating all the food away from you. This girl will eat you out of a house and home and gains no weight. She gets it from her dad. My mom thinks that she gets it from me, but I'm like, I didn't have a high metabolism. I just barely ate food when I was growing up. But Maggie will eat everything, will sneak food. I caught her climbing on the counter. Now, my parents sent a goodie box for the kids. They sent them some Halloween treats with some cheese crackers. And you guys know how batty Maggie gets over cheese crackers. Why did this? I caught her at 2 a.m. climbing on the counter, because they're on the top of the cabinets. I caught her climbing on top of the countertop trying to get cheese crackers out of the box. She had just had some before she went to bed and wanted more, apparently. So she tried to sneak and get some cheese crackers. They're like little Stewie ninjas. I'm telling you. Why are they sneaking? She had eaten like so many times yesterday. And I told her, no, you're not getting anything else to eat. But Papa said cheese crackers for me, and you're gonna eat. I don't even like cheese crackers. Nobody was gonna eat her cheese crackers, but she wanted them for herself, and she wanted to go have a snack, and she thought that climbing up on the counter was gonna make her tall enough to reach the box. And then when something fell off to the freezer, she tried to hurry up and get down, like I wasn't gonna notice that she was in the kitchen. And then why is it when you catch them doing something, they freeze? Like you're playing freeze tag, and you're like, I can still see you. Like I can still see you. What's up, Karasu? Did you not get a sneak peek this week? Did you order the Minions? I do have the Minions coming, but no, I didn't get a sneak peek this week. I won't get them every week. What's up, Kimberly? Yeah, I won't get sneak peeks every week. I don't usually ask them for sneak peeks. I just let them tell me, hey, you got something coming. Like they did. Okay, let me tell y'all the Betty Boop story. I'm going to kind of water it down because the incident that happened at the apartment complex, I really don't want to go into it. But okay, so Diamond Art Club sent over the 2 Betty Boop diamond paintings. And I told you guys I went through hell and high water to get those diamond paintings. So let me explain this to you. So as you guys know, if you don't know and you're new to my channel, hey, I'm Miss Coffee. But before we tell you that story, we're going to go ahead and give that disclaimer that you guys know oh so much and you love it. I know you do. There's just no didgeridoo this time. I'm sorry. So with that said, welcome to the Afternoon Crafters Lounge. I am your host, Miss Crocheting Coffee. How you doing? I don't have a co-host. The co-hosts are the dogs, and the kids are in their rooms playing. So you might randomly, whatever. Either way, there's no co-host today. But in this live, you will hear noises in the background. You're going to hear my dogs. You're going to hear my kids and their friends. You're going to hear me vaping. No, I don't want your opinion on it. I have my own, but thank you anyway for having an opinion on it. If anything I say in this live offends you or chaps your ass in any way, this is the part where we're going to have to split ways. And we're going to have to ask that the door don't hit you, where the good Lord split you. Can I get an amen? With that said, welcome everyone to the After Hours Crafters Lounge. Everything that I'm using in this video will be down in the description box. The Run Far diamond painting that I'm still working on. The purple tray, which comes from JHE Invasions or something. The wood pen. The Wee Wax, which is what I got from Anxiety Art Adventures, and it smells absolutely divine. I love it. I love how soft it is. Like, it's not hard, and it's really easy to fill my pen with. I really like how soft it is. It does leave a little bit of residue, but like I told y'all guys in yesterday's video, if you take a soft bristled toothbrush when you're done and rub it across the drills, it actually shines up your drills. You're welcome. So yeah, so that's that. And then, of course, one of my thicker than... Now, this is a sad story, but I actually broke my thicker than a Snicker pen I got from Elizabeth Inslee. And Mr. Coffee was oh so nice to glue it back together. I don't know why. Okay, I don't know if you can see it. Right here, that piece broke off. And I'm not sure what happened. But for some reason, these plastic tips never fit in these pens. And when they do, they're hella snug. So if you put any amount of pressure on these plastic tips while they're in these pens, it could and does break your pens. So I had to not use this one so that I could let the glue dry so that that piece could go back on. What's up, the Diamond Lady? But I did break that pen, so it's getting a little bit of a break. So we're going to our non-roll pen from Diamond Pen Pal. So that's why it's flat on one side. Yes. Yes, I did see the new stuff coming out. What's up, Language of Love? What's up, Orion? Orion, what are you doing in here? Go play with your friends, Orion. Either way. Okay, so let's get back to the story about the diamond painting. So the Betty Boop diamond paintings. Diamond Art Club told me they were sending me out a surprise. And they're like, okay, we're sending you out a surprise. Now, this is how well they know me. I don't think I've ever expressed my obsession with... I have actually 2 obsessions. Hello Kitty and Betty Boop. I've been obsessed with them since I was little. I don't know what started the obsessions. I'm just obsessed with them. And so which somebody said they have a Betty Boop tattoo. I'm like, that's one tattoo I don't have. I should probably get one. So maybe I'll do a video of Mr. Coffee giving me a tattoo because I really want one. I'm going to make him draw. I'm going to draw that up after I'm done. Hell yeah. Okay. All right. So Diamond Art Club was like, hey, we have a surprise for you, but I need you to do me a favor. And I'm like, what's that? And she's like, don't watch Rachel's videos this week. Well, none of them? And she goes, well, the one she's going to put up later this week. I'm like, okay. She goes, don't even go on Rachel's channel. Oh, okay. What? Why? And she goes, because she got one. I'm like, okay. Had no clue what the hell they were talking about. So I was like, okay, I will, save Rachel's videos for the weekend then. So I'm sitting over here minding my crafty business, and I get an email alert that I have a package that's out for delivery from Diamond Art Club. And I'm like, oh, okay. And it said it was going to be delivered that morning, which would have been Wednesday. Wednesday? Yeah, Wednesday. So I'm sitting here just, whatever. And I'm thinking, oh, crap, morning. For some reason, my morning UPS guy. Now, to come in my building, you have to have a key fob. We don't have keys for my building. There's no key that you put into a lock. No. We don't do that. They have key fobs. It's literally like, I can't even show you. I don't have my keys around. It's like a little magnetic thing that unlocks the doors around here, but it only unlocks the main door for you to get into the building and your house. It also, whenever you touch it to another door, will log that you've tried going into somebody else's house, which is nice for those people that try to break into other people's houses. So I'm sitting here and I'm like, crap. We also have a keypad that you can enter a code in, and the code will open the door. I don't know the code. Orion knows the code. What I didn't also know was that this code apparently is good for every main door in the entire complex. So Orion can go into any building that he wants to because he knows the code. He's told me to code like 4 or 5 times. I don't remember crap. You guys know, stroke brain. Anyways. So I'm like, crap, the UPS guy is not going to deliver my package because he's not going to use the code to get into the door. And we have 2 different UPS stores here. We have the UPS store where you can go ship stuff off. And then we have customer service center, which is nowhere near the UPS store. And it's just like this little shack in the middle of nowhere. We'll get back to that in a second. So I'm sitting there, and of course the package had gotten delayed. Diamond Art Club had contacted me and told me that it wasn't gonna be delivered. I'm like, the hell it's not. I want whatever the hell this is. Where is it? And they're like, they delayed it, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, how did they delay it? It says it's out for delivery. Well, apparently, like I said, because this has happened to me 4 or 5 times now, the UPS people decided that they weren't going to use the code because they're too lazy to put it in their computer system, so that when they scan that they're at the apartment, it usually would come up on their computer system what the code is to get into the door. Their main people haven't put the code into their computer system, so now when I get express packages from UPS, they won't use the code to get into the door. FedEx and DHL and every other place will, but apparently they were like, nah, that's too much work for us. Now they could go to the office and go get it. And that morning, they got like 72 calls from residents that were expecting express packages that didn't get them because UPS refused to go get the code from the main office. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, the hell that they are keeping my package today. I want my package. So I called UPS, and of course they went through their whole prompt system, and then I got customer service, because if you type in something wrong, like if they ask you for like type 5 for, smack you in the face. If you don't type the right number, it'll connect you to the customer service. So I talked to customer service, and I'm like, I am sick and tired of this happening to me. Every time I'm expecting an express package, you guys are just too lazy to go up to the office to go get the code to open the door. I'm like, the person that sent it spent all this money for this to be overnighted to me, and now you're going to take their money and not deliver my package. And then you won't refund them. That's a bunch of horse pucky. That's a bunch of monkey piss, okay? You either refund them or reroute that guy to send me back my package. They told me that they were going to have the guy come back and deliver my package. And I told her I would meet him at the door as long as I see the truck come by my house, because I live on next to the main street. So I wasn't worried about it. I'm like, I'll see him. Apparently this mofo, now this was at like 11 o'clock. They said to expect a call 1 hour later, never got a call. And then they said the delivery guy would turn back around. And this is at 11 o'clock in the morning. Every day at 4 and 8 o'clock, I walk my dogs. Minus like when I wake up in the morning, I walk them too. But then 4 o'clock and 8 o'clock, they get walked. This dude waited, okay? Waited until I walked the dogs to come back, and then went, she's not here. What did you need me here for? You could have just dropped the package. He apparently wanted to hand it to me since I called in and complained. And since I wasn't there to answer the door, he just didn't leave it and left me a little note stating that he did finally get the code to come into the door, but now he's not going to leave my package because he wants to hand deliver it to me. Y'all, that's a different type of petty I was not ready for. So then when my other guy, Jake, comes that evening to deliver my other packages from Amazon. I go, how do you get in my door? And he goes, I have a key. I'm like, oh, you have a key to the building. Did you have to go get that? And he goes, no. He goes, I actually have been working for this company since you guys moved in here. You remember? I'm like, I remember seeing you the day we moved in. Apparently, that was his first day out on the road. So he's been only working with UPS for 2 years. He goes, I had a key back before the business that owns it now had it. And they gave me a key and I never returned it. And then the people here have asked me to see the key and I told them no because it's my key. And I was like, I don't blame you. So you have a key to get into the building. So he goes, yes, I have a master key. All right, bet. Now, I'm not worried about Jake. Jake's about this big. Okay. I'm pretty sure I could lift him with thoughts and prayers. He's so thin. So like, I'm not worried about him coming in and destroying anything because like I could like break his leg. Either way. I'm sitting there and I go, okay. So I call UPS back again. And then they tell me there's nothing they can do. The guy tried to stop, but I wasn't home. And I'm like, I literally waited for almost 5 hours and I had to walk my dogs. I'm like, you expect me to just sit here and wait all day? Now you're going to notice that this bag of drills is mixed, but I don't care. I know what the other color is. So whatever. Anybody else have those lazy days where you mix the color and you're like, I'll just remember what color's mixed in with it. Yep, that was me. Either way. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, okay, all right. Let me call UPS to see when I can pick it up. Because then I told them to hold it and I will just go pick it up. Because I was sure for sure that if I didn't go pick it up, they wouldn't deliver the package. And the lady goes, well, the UPS customer service place is open for only 1 hour from 5 to 6. Okay, bet. The dogs get walked at 4. And then when I come back, I can get the kids ready, put them in a car, and go up to the shop. Wrong. I don't know what happened. And then I forgot, 5 and 6. That's around the time we have dinner. So right as I was like, okay, we can get ready to go, kids were like, I'm hungry. No, you're not. No, you're not. We had tater tots and corn dogs that day. Neither one of them really wanted to eat anything. I was so mad. And I was like, you know what? Whatever. It was 7 o'clock and I was like, crap. Now I have to wait until tomorrow to go pick it up. So I called UPS back again to see if I can get the hours or see what I could do because I wasn't about to end my day without my package, okay? Now, you can never say that I'm not dedicated to Diamond Art Club because, it is what it is. So I'm sitting there and I call them back and they're like, they're only open for that hour, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I don't give two flying flip-flops if I have to go break into this place to go get my box, but I'm getting my box. So I called the UPS store, which is the place that has nothing to do with the customer service center. And the lady just happens to let it slip that, oh, yeah, they do open for another hour at 7:30. And then they're open for you to pick up packages then. All right, bet. So I decide I'm going to walk the dogs early. Now, I get on all my winter gear. I have on my Mandy face mask and my 2 sets of gloves and my jacket, blah, blah, blah. I go to open my door. One of my neighbors is, sliding down the hallway. And I'm just like, are you okay? And she's like, yeah. She apparently had gotten hurt, so I had to help assist with that. And then I was like, crap, I need to go walk the dogs. Meanwhile, as I'm helping her, my dogs are running around the hallway. And the cops and stuff, of course, show up. And needless to say, I lost my Mandy Manzano face mask. Don't worry, it's already been replaced. But I went and walked the dogs, came back, threw the kids in the car. Forgot that I still had the dogs in the car. Didn't even get the dogs out of the car. I was like, you know what? Fuck it. They'll just go for a ride. So we went for a ride. All of us went for a ride to the UPS store. Now, I have never been to the customer service place, and it's dark, okay? Now, in the winter months, we get darkness at 8 o'clock or 7:30. So I'm like driving around trying to find this place in the dark. Where they're saying it's at has no lights on the road. So I'm like, y'all, we gonna die. We gonna die out here. We're in the middle of nowhere. All I see is tractor equipment. We about to die. This is a bad horror film. Meanwhile, Maggie's asleep, face all like mouth wide open. She's leaned over to the side. Orion's just looking around like, Mom, do you know where we're at? Yes. He's like, do you really? No, Orion. He's like, are we lost? Why, Orion? You got somewhere to go? He goes, well, I kind of wanted to go back to my friend's house if we weren't lost. So then I'm fussing with Orion because he keeps telling me that we're lost. And I'm like, we're not lost. And he's like, Mom, you look lost. Are we lost? I'm like, no, we're not lost. So I finally find the place, but I didn't know where to park, so I just kind of parked right in front of one of their trucks, and I was like, well, you ain't leaving this shop until I get my box, so it is what it is. And I then go into the building, and there's some guy standing outside, and I'm like, hey, do you know if they're open? And he goes, oh, yeah, we're open. What do you come for? I'm like, I had a box that was supposed to be delivered this morning, and I literally have been chasing this box down all day. And the guy goes, well, let's see if we can get your box for you. And I'm like, thank you, I would appreciate it. So I'm sitting there, and he's like, okay, do you have the tracking number? Yeah, hold on a second. I pull out my phone. We're in one of the worst spots for my phone to decide that it doesn't have service. And I'm like, God dang it, mother chicken. That poor guy waited for 20 minutes for me to be able to pull up the Diamond Art Club website and to pull up the tracking number for the package. And he finally was like, all right. Comes back 2 minutes later. I can't find it. I wonder if it's still on one of the trucks. If it's still on one of the trucks, you'll have to wait until tomorrow morning. No, I'm not. You will be seeing my big black face in your office until tomorrow morning because I'm not leaving without that box. The guy looks at me. He goes, let me go check again. Apparently, it was still on one of the trucks. They hadn't finished unloading the trucks. And I'm like, the fact that your delivery guys went on deliveries and still need the truck unloaded is kind of weird to me. And he goes, well, if people aren't home, they'll bring the packages back. I'm like, aren't they supposed to leave it unless they require a signature or something? Like, that makes no sense to me either way. He finally finds my box, gives me my box. It's like 8 o'clock at night, and I'm thinking, okay, I will unbox it tomorrow. I am too tired from today's events. I am done with life for today. So, that's why I take pictures of my tracking number just in case my internet is the whole lot of nonsense. What up, Sierra? What's up, 1981 Pheasant? Look, something told me to take a picture of it, but I was like, nah, I don't need a picture of it. I forgot what shitty service I get here in North Dakota. So I was thinking, oh, I'll be fine. I'll be just fine. I was wrong. So wrong. What's up, Olivia? Mine leaves mine. He don't care. Jennifer, I wish mine would leave mine, but my afternoon UPS guy is great. Great guy, leaves my packages at my door, knocks on my door to let me know that they're there. He'll even scratch a little bit at the door. So he's kind of like saying hi to the dogs because the dogs love him. And then we ordered pizza one night this week. And as you guys know, which is hilarious because if you watch my whipping chat this week, I've been talking about my door for like the last week and a half. I had someone ask me, can we get a picture of the door? I'm like, you must have been looking down because I actually put a picture of my door and it decorated in that video. Apparently, she didn't see it. If you go to 12 minutes into the video, a picture pops up of what my door looks like with all the Freddy Krueger stuff on it. Which from the time we're doing this live, there's still only 5 entries into the contest. Mine, a lady that says hello fall, a lady with a weird monster costume thing on her door, and then a lady that has a wreath that says wicked. So that's 4. So there's 4 doors into the contest, and it's only our 4. And the contest ends on Monday. Fingers crossed, y'all. Fingers crossed that there's no late entries. But I ordered pizza from Pizza Hut. I didn't get a knock at my door. I just hear, whoa, ha, 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 ha. Knock, knock, knock. Open the door. Now, look, listen. If y'all don't know nothing about Miss Coffee always makes anything into a weapon, okay? At the time, I'm sitting here in my sweatpants, no bra on, no hair cap on, hair askew, titties flopping, and I just hear, whoa, ha, 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 open the door. What the hell is that? Didn't know what it was, but right next to the door is my jacket and all the stuff that I put on to go outside to walk the dogs. Well, now that it's nighttime, whenever I go out at night, before I left Pennsylvania, my dad gave me a little gift. It was a flashlight with a taser built into it. So I had the flashlight sitting there, and I had just charged it. So when I opened the door, I clicked the button for the taser. I was like, what the do you want? It was the poor pizza guy. He almost dropped my pizza. He goes, I'm sorry. I was just getting into the spirit because of your door. That's like the best thing ever. And I'm like, oh, I am so sorry. Let me put this taser away real quick. And he goes, is that a flashlight? I'm like, yeah, it's a flashlight taser. Snap, snap. So on top of scaring the crap out of the FedEx guy, I personally scared the crap out of the Pizza Hut guy because he was just trying to get into the spirit of Halloween. And I didn't know what the hell he was doing. I just know he's wah-ha-hawing at my damn door. And I'm like, not today, Satan. Not today. You will get tased. Okay, do not play with me. You will get tased. Yeah. So now that I have to walk at night, now the people here are really nice. I've only encountered maybe one or two mean people here, but for the most part, most people here have like a Canadian attitude. They're really nice about everything. But I don't want to have that off chance like I've had once where I'm walking and someone pulls over and stops and asks me a bunch of questions about myself that they shouldn't be asking. So I carry a knife, a gun, and a taser with me whenever I go walk the dogs at night, so I can feel safe. Yes, don't worry. I have all proper paperwork for my guns. I've only shot my guns at the gun range. I have not shot anyone. Mr. Coffee keeps acting an ass. He might be the first victim, but you know, it is what it is. Papa ain't raised no fool. I'm telling you now. And this is one of the reasons why I don't like going at night, because we're an open carry state. So I can go get a permit to carry, but I don't have to, as long as they can see it. I don't mind wearing my gun on the outside. And I have had a car stop and ask me questions as if they were being like, mischievous. And I had to let them know, you see this 9mm on my hip? I will pop you full of some pink hot shit if you don't get away from me. Now, I say pink because my bullets are breast cancer awareness bullets. Yeah, you heard right. There's a such thing. They're hollow points, but the hollow part is pink. And imagine being shot as a guy by a breast cancer awareness bullet. I'm just saying, it's embarrassing, probably. I don't care. Support the Tatas, okay? Support the Tatas. Plus, you don't get raised in a military family. I literally have 3 military parents, okay? You don't get raised in a military household and not have a gun as an adult. It's not a thing. Like, they either give them to you or you end up getting them on your own. Southern girls know how to get it done. That's right, Holly. You can take the girl out of the South, but you'll never take the South out of the girl. Yep, see? Ruby Q says her husband has about 6 of them. It's just a thing. You just don't. I don't know what it is about being military and having guns, but before I left, my dad was like, let's make sure you know how to shoot. He made sure I knew how to use the weapon properly, and by the time I left, I had what? 1, 2. There's 3 in the thing. There's 4. I think I have 5 now. Because I bought 1 from up here because when I moved to North Dakota, it was very weird. 1, I don't remember there being a Napa Auto Parts in Pennsylvania where I lived. 2, Napa Auto Parts here has a sign on the outside that says, come get your, what did it say? Come get your car oil, brakes and shocks, guns and ammo. And I was like, I'm sorry, say what? What, y'all just selling guns and ammo? Like, it's nothing. For most people, they can go into a convenience store and get alcohol. Here in North Dakota, you can go into places like Napa Auto Parts and buy guns. I've never heard of such a thing. So when I did, I had to go get one. Because I was like, yeah, let me try it out. And they keep stocked up pretty good. And so I'm like, Mr. Coffee wants a Glock 19. And I'm like, You have a 44. You're fine. He has a 40 cal because he claims that Pawpaw gave him the 40 cal, even though the 40 cal is mine. It's a rifle. And I'm like, the 40 cal is mine, but I said that you can use it so you feel powerful, so that you're not sitting there when a robber comes in with just your dick in your hand. You at least have a gun, and I'm not the one sitting over here looking like Rambo in Hello Kitty undies. I'm just saying, gotta make sure the whole house is safe. I have a total of 10 guns. See, Pawpaw has, hold up, isn't that less than what you had before? I could have sworn you had 13 guns. What's up, Miss Red Stilettos? Again, Miss Stilettos, we are not going to scathe past the part that you have those fire shoes on in your profile picture. That is what we's not about to do. Now, I'm just saying, look, I have been taught to protect myself. If I don't have weapons, I have 4 years of kickboxing. If for some reason my legs are broken, don't let me ever be in a cast either, because I'm going to purposely go pick a fight with somebody. Just like they ask what happened, I beat them to death with my cast on my foot. I don't care. Judge me. Judge away. But ain't no, Miss Coffee is not about to get got. Just know that. And you got to remember, Miss Coffee takes care of tiny humans. And there's only a couple of things in this world that I don't play with when it comes to random people. You don't play with my husband and you don't play with my kids. You will get got. I would say don't play with my family, but most of them own guns too, so I don't got to worry about them. And they're crazy just like me. Just different levels of crazy. So how y'all do? I live in a small town, Canada. I'm the scariest thing that walks at night. Halloween queen. Look, you ain't never lied. That's me at night when I walk around here. And Mr. Coffee's like, I know you don't like going out at night because you're scared. Scared? What am I scared of? I'm like, I'm not scared of crap. So when I walk at night, I have the taser. I have the knife. I have the gun. I have 2 dogs. I'm like, what the hell? I'm not scared of anything when I walk at night. What I don't want is for somebody to be harassing me at night when I'm walking in the dogs. Because this is the scenario I play in my head when I think of somebody coming up trying to like kidnap me or something. One, I would let the dogs go, because if I let the dogs go, Daisy's not moving. She's not moving unless I move. Killian is a derp. He would go play in the snow. So as me and Daisy are fighting off the person that's trying to kidnap me, Killian is just flopping around and rolling around in the snow. And then like I'd have to shoot and or taser someone depending on what weapon is closest to my hand. So yeah, and right now, please don't let nobody mess with me because my hand hurts. My hand hurts and I can't right now. Maybe later, but right now, no. I'm not gangster right now. Right now, gangster is down. Pimp down. Pimp down. Like, no, not right now. But luckily, Mr. Coffee doesn't work all day today. He only works until 8, so, or 7, and then I'm sending him to the grocery store because I need groceries. And I told him I was going to go out and get them today. He goes, ew, why? Because we need groceries. He goes, well, I get off early enough to go catch Walmart. Our Walmart still closes early. It closes at 10 o'clock. So, like, when he works the night shift like he has been doing this week, he works, 10 to 10? He hates it. I hate it because he's literally gone all day. But that's okay because this is his last night shift and then he can leave. I'm excited. Where do you get the original from? Katrina says, where do you get... Oh, where are you originally from? All over. I came from a military family, so I was born in Washington State. But we moved around a lot. So I've been to like Germany and all over the US. But where I grew up, where I grew up was South Carolina. St. Matthews, South Carolina. Just a little bitty town in South Carolina, close to Orangeburg and Columbia. Did he start the new job? Nope, Diane, he starts the new job on November 2nd. The new boss told him to take a couple of days off in between jobs so that he could spend time with his family, which I'm like, I'm going to like your new boss. Yep. And it's funny because Mr. Coffee was at work yesterday and he sent me, he was taking a video of something. And one of his coworkers, I guess, had found like these sexy black chicks or something on whatever he was looking on. Now, remember, my husband works in the oil field, so everything's like, inappropriate. But he found these, what he called sexy black chicks online. And he's going around showing the guys in the shop the pictures. And he's like, oh, you couldn't handle this. You couldn't handle this. And then he stops at Mr. Coffee and Mr. Coffee looks at him and he's looking at Mr. Coffee and he goes, you already got you a sister. Don't even worry about it. You got this. And I'm like, whoa. Hold up. How does he know about me? Mr. Coffee tells nobody that I'm black. He tells them that he's married and he has children. He doesn't tell them, hey, by the way, my wife is black. So when they first meet me or they find out, they have that moment of, oh my God, for real? And I'm like, y'all have to remember, Mr. Coffee's from New York, okay? Like, he's not a typical guy. He's an awful guy. And so when I saw that yesterday and the guy's like, nah, you got that. I'm like, you know what? Maybe he can't handle other black chicks. Maybe this is just the only one he can handle. You don't know his life. You don't know how much cereal he wants in his bowl. Like, come on now. He starts laughing. He goes, Seth, you already know. I'm like, you know what? Get the hell out of here. I'm getting off this damn phone. Can't deal with these oil-filled guys. Yeah, I'm in Goose Creek, South Carolina. Oh, for real, or Olivia? Sierra, you grew up in Shelton. I was born in Tacoma. Kim says her dad is retired Air Force. I think my mom and my stepmom and my dad are retired Army. Yeah. Yeah, because my mom is all of like 5 foot tall. I wouldn't mess with her. I wouldn't mess with her. She's like, the funny thing is when we have like family gatherings, of course my mom is like the shortest person there, but she's the one to mess up everybody. Like, I wouldn't mess with her. She's like a little. She would be like a little piranha. Like, no, I wouldn't mess with her. San Antonio, Texas. Miss Coffee is all he needs. That's right. It's all he needs. He's the creamer to my coffee. Speaking of coffee, I need my coffee. What's up, Dreamer? Oh, that look of shock, Dreamer, where they're like, "Oh, hold up, whoa, something ain't right here. Something is not right here. What is happening?" I love, like, when I first met his boss, was actually a year ago on our anniversary. He took me out to breakfast, and his boss happened to be there, and his boss was like, hey, he thought, I guess he must have thought like I was a rig rat or something, or a lot lizard, because he didn't bother to say hi to me. And I'm standing behind Mr. Coffee as he's talking to his boss and his boss's brother, who also apparently works at the shop. Well, he goes, "Oh, I'm sorry, I'm being rude." He turns around, he goes, "This is my wife, Alishia." His boss had that 30 seconds where you could see his brain melt and start to like shut down like an old Windows system. Do 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 do. And I was like, I always get a chuckle out of it because like the look on his boss's face was priceless. The boss's brother was like, "Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. What's up? What's up, Leisha?" I was like, "Hey, how you doing?" And the guy Scott's like sitting there. He's like, "That's your." Oh, he goes, "I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm Scott." "Well, hello, Scott. I'm Leisha. Hey, how you doing?" Like, it's just funny because if you've seen Mr. Coffee out by himself, you would never suspect that he has like mixed children and a black wife. But when he comes home, bam! What's up, Nick and Tina? Where in Germany did you live? I was born in Frankfurt. Paw, what's the name of that place? I don't remember. Paw knows. I don't remember the name of the place. Wherever it is, Heike, she's Stone Cold Coffee Crafts here on YouTube. She's from Germany. I think she lives there now. Does she live there now, Rachel? I'm pretty sure she lives there now. Wherever I used to live in Germany, Heike is about 30 minutes away from there. I had to ask her when my dad finally told me where it was in Germany, because I've never had anybody ask me that before. What's up, Nick and Tina? Mixed families are awesome, except for when your children don't look mixed. Like it's like I didn't only just run out of curly toner with the kids. I also ran out of skin melanin because Minna is darker skinned. Okay. And my kids are like chameleons. So in the summer, they get really dark. In the winter, they lighten back up. It's just a melanin thing, I guess. Each of them have a birthmark on their ankle where it looks like they're, like, how when they mix a milkshake up, but they don't get it all the way, so there's that splotch of chocolate just sitting there on its side, all doing its own thing. Each of my kids have a birthmark on their ankle of a little splotch of melanin that just right there on their ankle. Their feet are like white, but there's this like the little spot where it looks like somebody just dribbled some chocolate on them, and we're not going to mix that up. So they each have the birthmark on their right ankle, and then a stork bite on the back of their neck, where there's a spot on the back of their neck that's redder and darker than the rest of their body. Don't know why that is. But Minna's darker skinned. Orion is pale white. Maggie looks Latino. So whenever I take my kids out in public, people look at me like, "Are you babysitting? You got like three different ethnicities with you." I'm like, "No, they're all black and white, but I ran out of melanin. I don't know what happened." I tried to get Orion to go outside. He just gets yellower. And I'm like, I'm not sure why he's yellow. Maggie, she literally looks like she's Puerto Rican. And people are like, there was a little girl in her class that thought she was and started speaking Spanish to Maggie. And Maggie looks at me and she goes, "Mommy, what is she saying?" I'm like, "Well, if I remember Spanish correctly, honey, she's saying, 'Hi, how are you?'" And she goes, "I don't speak Spanish." And the little girl's mom comes over and she goes, "Oh, I'm sorry. She thought your daughter was Puerto Rican like her." And I'm like, no, she's black and white. She just looks Puerto Rican. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened to him. I get asked, "Are my kids Asian?" I was like, "What?" I feel you. Yeah, like I'm used to it at this point, but it's still odd to me when people ask, like when the kids as teachers, when they first meet me, because I used to have this rule back when we lived in Pennsylvania, especially with Minna. If there was ever a problem at the school with Minna and a student or a teacher, Minna's dad had two chances to fix the problem. If it persisted after two of times of him dealing with it, the third time they met me. So let's say the first time I met, besides like open house and stuff like that, the first time I had to go in and talk to one of Minna's teachers, she was highly shocked at the fact that Minna was mixed. And I walk into the classroom, and of course, we lived in a predominantly white town, so there was no other mixed kids or black kids in Minna's class. And they were doing a mommy day. And of course, daddy can't go because it's mommy day. So I walk in, and a lady stops me at the door, and she goes, "I think you have the wrong classroom." I'm like, "No, I don't. You have Minna Phillips in your class, don't you?" And she goes, "Yes." I'm like, "That's my daughter." And Minna comes up, she goes, "Mommy." And the teacher looks at Minna and then looks at me and then looks at Minna and goes, "Minna, is this your mommy?" And she goes, "Well, yeah." And I look at the teacher. This is what I mean by the racist things that happened to me when I lived in Pennsylvania. And I just look at her teacher like, "Did you think, what did you think? I was going to come kidnap her? Did you think?" She goes, "Oh my gosh, all this time I thought Minna was Puerto Rican." Because when Minna was Maggie's age, she looked exactly like Maggie, except for her hair was curlier. As she got older is when she got darker. So Minna looked like a little Puerto Rican girl. And I'm like, not with hair like that, sister. No. She is black and white. Yep. No, she's not Puerto Rican or Asian or anything. Like, she's black and white. She'll tell you she's black and white. Apparently she had told her teacher that she was black and white, but her teacher didn't believe her. And now her teacher believed her because she saw her black mom. And of course, I'm not like typical mom, so I walk in and I have on like tights and I dress up nice when I go see the kids as teachers and stuff. I have a bra on and regular pants or tights that you can't see through. And I walk in, all the other moms there are like 5'5", 5'6", you know, cute makeup, hair done, all this other stuff. I have my hair done, no makeup, 6'1", just walking in there like a beast, like, "What up, everybody? How we doing?" Like, that's how I feel like when I walk into my kids' classrooms. And then they're doing a career day at the kids' school next week. And since my kids are homeschooled, they're doing a virtual career day with the kids from homeschooling. And Orion goes, "My mommy has a job. I'll have her come to career day." And I'm like, "Dude, I don't have no job." He goes, "You do YouTube." I'm like, "I don't think the kids in your class want to hear about that." Apparently, the kids in his class do want to hear about that. So I'll be talking about the world of YouTube to a bunch of fourth graders next week. So that should be fun. I'm wondering what kind of questions a bunch of fourth graders have about YouTube right now. But, you know, hopefully it's not anything horrible. Hello, Lisa. I used to call my mom Ann. They thought she was my stepmother. Diane. People do the same thing. Like, I don't like calling Mr. Coffee Minna's stepdad, but he is. He's Minna's stepdad. And you can't call him Minna's stepdad because he will tell you, "No, that's my kid." We've essentially, me and Mr. Coffee have been together since Minna was 3. So essentially he did watch her grow up. And so if you tell him, you know, "That's your stepdaughter," he will tell you, "No, that's my daughter." He doesn't use the step part. And Minna's dad is cool with this. He's like, you know, "At least I know he treats her like he would treat his own kid." And I'm like, yeah, everything comes with that. He loves Minna. They're like partners in crime. It's ridiculous. Sometimes they gang up on me and they do horrible things, which is why Minna's only allowed to visit during the summer. But no, Minna calls Jordan. She doesn't call him her stepdad or anything like that. When people ask, "Who is he?" she goes, "He's my dad." And then they, of course, think that Minna's dad is gay because you have 2 dads. And she goes, "No, this is my dad on my mom's side. And then this is my dad and my stepmom." She has a stepmom on her dad's side. And then she has me and Jordan. Oh, thank you, Lisa. I greatly appreciate it. Izzy says, "I'm mixed and everyone assumes my dad's black for some reason." Could it be because you have darker skin? Which is hilarious to me because you would think that people would assume that my kids are mixed because their skin is a little bit darker, except for Orion. All of Orion's teachers thought he was white. They just thought he was white. Like, they thought he was like a Vin Diesel. Vin Diesel, for those folks who don't know, Vin Diesel is actually a black guy. I don't know what happened to him. I'm going to guess the same thing happened to him that happened to Orion. Because Vin Diesel is actually a black guy. He has the same hair as Orion and everything. But he just looks white. I don't know where that came from. So Orion's the same way. So when his teachers meet me, they're like, "You're Orion's mom?" Every day. I was trying to be Scarlett's mom, but apparently Scarlett grew a scrotum, and now I have an Orion. So, there's that. Diane says, I'm blonde and tall. I've been tall my entire life, and I didn't feel any type of way about it. I just thought it was nice because I could always reach the stuff on the top shelf, and then I would make fun of my mom, and when she would make me mad, and she was cooking, and she would ask me to get stuff off the top shelf, I'd purposely act like I didn't hear her, and would try to make her get it herself, and that's when she started buying step ladders. I didn't have the best relationship with my stepmom growing up. Let me just say it like that. I like to torture her. A lot of people think I'm native, and even native people, I'm half Japanese. Oh, thank you, Lise Bell. I greatly appreciate it. Dawn says, my family is the same. We have no labels. We are all family. I hate the kids even had to find out about being a half or a step. We are all just mom and dad and sisters and brothers. No labels. Exactly. If you ask the kids if Minna's their half sister or whatever, they don't even know what the hell that means. I've never said that Minna was their half sister. They just see Minna is their sister. Minna, if you ask Orion, that's his big sister. If you ask Maggie, that's her sister, but Maggie says she's bigger. I don't know why Maggie has to be bigger than Minna, but she claims that she's Minna's big sister. It's just Maggie's way, I guess. I don't know. Maggie so badly wants to be older than somebody in this house, and she doesn't understand that she will forever be younger than everybody in this house. And she asked me the other day, why can't we have another brother? She said she wants another one because the one that she has is broken. He doesn't play with her. And I'm like, that's not exactly how this works. You are not Minna. And then Orion goes, well, then why come when Minna asked for brothers and sisters, she got them, but we didn't get them? We're not going to talk about it. Look, listen, mommy is done. The baby factory is closed. There is no more babies coming out of this factory. So if you want a brother and sister, you better get a My Buddy doll because it's not happening today. Nope. Normally they don't ask, but they've recently, like, Maggie was writing out her Christmas list because we were talking to Paw yesterday, and Paw told her to write out her Christmas list. I would like to know why half my daughter's Christmas list says dog toys. She wants dog toys for Christmas. Don't know why. Maggie's a weird child. We don't question it. But the other thing she put on there is she wants a new brother because her brother is broken because he won't play with her. And I'm like, that's not enough. You just gonna throw out your old brother? And she goes, yeah, we'll throw out Orion and get a new one. I don't think that's how that works. He's not a toy. Like, I can't turn him off and on. He's a human being. We can't really just get rid of him. She's like, but why? He's being mean. I'm like, you're mean to him. Like, what the hell? People do that with my husband. He's 6 foot tall. Yeah, like, I don't get it. I don't get people. What's up, Shailene? Like, these are conversations I have to have with my kids. And I asked Orion to put out a wish list for Christmas, and he goes, Mom, I don't really want anything. Can I get some V-Bucks? I'm like, okay, so all Orion wants is V-Bucks and Roblox. Or Robux. Like, I'm like, I got you. Maggie, she wants dog toys, a Barbie house. I'm like, you already have a Barbie house. She goes, well, Mom, they can't all live in the same house. They fight. What do you mean they fight? She goes, they're always fighting because they live in the same house. I'm like, it's a big house. Separate them. Like, we're not getting another Barbie house in this house. We're not doing it. The one she has now is massive. She don't need no other Barbie house. But she claims that she needs another Barbie house and some doggy toys because she wants her Barbies to have a dog and they don't have any toys. And I'm like, okay, well, what are these? And she goes, plus, Daisy and Killian need doggy toys. I'm like, they have enough doggy toys. They themselves even have a box full of dog toys. She goes, well, they don't like those toys anymore. They need new toys. That's not how this works. She goes, well, do they get to make a wish list? No, they do not get to make a wish list. They don't have thumbs. They can't write stuff. Can I write for them? So she goes up to each dog and starts asking each dog what they want for Christmas. And she goes, Daisy says that she wants more tennis ball and daddy socks. And I'm like, daddy socks? And she goes, yeah, because they already destroyed all the old socks, so they want new socks. And by daddy socks, that means when Mr. Coffee's socks get holes, I will wash them, dry them, tie them in a knot, and give them to the dogs to play tug of war with. I like to recycle. How is Ryan's window friend? How is homeschooling? What's up, Sarah? They're actually playing with the window friend right now. Also, let me not say this too loud. We found out this week that window friend, I thought window friend was a boy. No, window friend is a girl. Okay. So, like, yeah, like, and most people be like, how did you not know the difference? Well, window friend looks like a boy. But apparently window friend is a girl. And I've been calling him he this entire time. Plus, I've never, besides Maggie, I've never met another little girl whose favorite color was blue. So I was just like assuming that window friend was a boy. And I had been calling him he this entire time, and she never corrected me. And then Orion goes, this is window friend's brother, John. And I was like, well, hi, John. And he goes, yeah, have you seen my sister? And I'm like, you have a sister? And he goes, Riley. And I'm like, what? What? And he goes, yeah. Have you seen her? Her? That's a girl? Like, you ever miss the sex of a child and then you feel some type of way because you're trying to, like, compute in your head how that is the other gender when it looks like the gender you thought it was? And it was a whole mess. So I had to apologize to said window friend to let them know, hey, I'm sorry, but you could have corrected me when I said he. And she goes, I get it all the time. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I didn't mean anything by it. He goes, or she goes, I know. It's okay. Then I started thinking back to the fact that she's been in my son's room with the door closed playing and like roughhousing and stuff with him for like the last 2 weeks. And I'm like, hold up. Orion, open that door. Like, look, listen. There's not going to be a 16 and pregnant in this house, okay? I ain't taking care of no more babies. I've gone out the baby stage. We're not doing it. So now, window friend plays with Maggie, and window friend's brother plays with Orion. Yeah, tomboy. And I can't blame her because, I was a tomboy when I was growing up too, but you could tell that I was a girl. But now as an adult, I do get mistaken for a man every once in a while when I'm in places like if I'm bundled up and people see me, I have on Mr. Coffee's boots, his work jacket, one of his hats and everything. And then people are like, excuse me, sir. And I turn around and I'm like, yes, I'm a girl. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't really get mad at them because the way I do dress with baggy clothes and stuff like that. It's not that I'm conservative. I just don't feel the need to have all my goodies hanging out when I'm married. Like, who am I impressing? If I want my goodies to hang out for somebody, it's going to be my husband, and I'm going to do it in my own home. I don't need to go outside with half my tatas hanging out going, hey, world, look at the girls. Yeah. Like, no, that's not a thing in my mind. So, like, I do wear baggy clothes a lot. So whenever I go out, people do assume that I'm a dude, and I'm like, I'm not a dude. And says, I once asked a woman when she was due, she had her kid 6 months ago. Oh, what's up, Mama Vapes and Donna Paints? And yeah, it also is because I'm tall, because a lot of the women around here aren't tall. And it was funny because we were talking about this yesterday. Mr. Coffee was saying about, or I was telling Mr. Coffee, I'm on a website on Facebook called Crazy Oil-Filled Wives. Now, I'm not a crazy oil-filled wife. I'm probably one of the most boring oil-filled wives around because I realize I'm one of the only oil-filled wives on the page who actually controls their husband's money. Like, when Mr. Coffee gets paid, I control the money, tell him how much allowance he gets, I pay bills, and call it a day. Apparently, this lady was complaining because her husband had went out to the strip club and spent all this money and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, well, don't you have control of his finances? And she goes, no, I've never had control of his finances. And I'm like, but why? Like, yeah, I just can't fathom it. When I was growing up, my mom did the finances. My dad would hand over his paycheck, get his allowance, and go on about his business. So that's how I was raised. So when it came to, like, my growing up and doing my own thing, I was like, oh, okay, well, I'm handling the finances. I've always handled the finances, even before the oil field. And Mr. Coffee's like, yeah, most guys don't let their wives control the money because they spend it. I'm like, on what? What? Craft supplies? And he goes, no. Oh, well, then what the hell do they spend it on? He goes, clothes and shoes. And I'm like, that's a lot of sweatpants. And he goes, no, hun, they're not like you. He goes, all these women rocking around here with all these brand name bags and makeup and hair done and nails done and fancy clothes. And I'm like, I look down and I'm like, maybe that's why the oil filled wives around here look at me funny. I'm not like that. I'm not a big fancy person. Like, I don't need to get dolled up to go to Walmart. You're going to Walmart to settle down. So I'm like, I don't get it. I'm a simple girl. Like, he's like, that and most women don't ask for vacuums for Christmas. You know what? Shut up. That's all I can think of that I want right now. I have everything else I want. Leave me alone. Why are you hating on me? See, Mr. Coffee always hating on me. And y'all love him, but he always be hating on me. What's up, Elizabeth Inslee? All right, Autistic Perspective. Thank you so much for coming to hang out. So yeah, like I'm not a fancy person. So when he said that, I'm like, that's a lot of sweatpants. Like, what are they doing? No wonder. And there's one, I went back to the group and I was looking around on the group and he was right. There was one lady that had like a Michael Kors bag and a Prada bag and all this other stuff. And she was upset because her husband had left her and she didn't have a way to pay her bills. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure for the cost of that purse, you could pay your bills. Now take it. I know what those purses and stuff cost because I've worked in a luxury store before. They're not cheap. Okay. So like, I'm just sitting there like, oh, okay. Like whatever. It is what it is, I guess. So yeah, like if I was one of those women that would go out and spend all my husband's money, it literally would be on craft supplies and sweatpants. Even before I had my channel, I wasn't like that. I would never just go spend all the money. Like, what am I spending it on? I don't wear makeup. I can wear, but I don't. Why would I wear high heels? Again, I don't leave the house. I do own nice clothes. I rarely ever wear them because, again, where am I going? I'm going to dress nice for the postman? The hell. Which I just gave Mr. Jerry the other day when it was the first whiteout we had this week. I put a $100 gift card in the mailbox for Mr. Jerry. Somebody answered me a question. Are male people allowed to take like gifts? Because I mean, I made him take it, but he was saying that he couldn't take a gift. And I'm like, why not? I'm like, it's a gift card. It's not like it's anthrax. Also, don't say anthrax to your male guy. So I gave him a gift card and I told him to stay warm because it was freezing outside and that storm came out of nowhere. So yeah, I can't wear heels. Well, I can. I modeled for a few years, so I know how to walk in heels. I know how to, I love heels. But being 6'1", and my husband is also 6'1", I already look weird being so tall, and my body is like Laffy Taffy. So like I'm really tall, but I have some weight to me. So I'm almost 200 pounds now because, quarantine life. And I'm okay with it. I'm fine. But what happens is my body evenly distributes it and then leaves a little bit of extra in the middle. So it's like one of those levels with too much liquid in it. So a little bit left is in the middle. So like I don't look fat, but if I was like a normal girl size, I'd be a good girl. Just lift me in spirit and thoughts and prayers, because that's the only way you're getting me up off the ground. So like, yeah, I'm one of those people. I'm one of those people. What's up, Nikki? What's up, Kitty? No worries. We still have a little bit on here. Naya says, I stopped buying signature bags and shoes when I started diamond painting. Diamond painting is like buying luxury stuff. But for Mr. Coffee, he's lucky because now I get like YouTuber money and people tell me, hey, Miss Coffee, try out this store. Try it. Which I do have a new store coming that I'm going to show you guys next week. I was supposed to show it this week, but I already uploaded the video for today. And you guys will see it later on today. Yeah, like I'm not retired. I'm a stay-at-home mom. And I'm not going to get dressed up so that Maggie can wipe all kinds of craft supplies on me like glitter and glue. And I'm not going to, what I'm going to do, go get dressed up to go sit in Orion's room and play Among Us? Like, that's not a thing. That's not a thing. Like, he would look at me funny if I dressed up. Every once in a while when I put on regular clothes, they'll be like, wow, Mom, you put on regular clothes. You look nice today. Thank you. I look nice every day, but I appreciate the compliment. I trip on air, so high heels are a no. Oh, come on, Holly. You got this. Kelly says, no point wearing heels, wheelchair bound. Kelly, look, You and Wendy. I don't know where Wendy's at, but I know she's around here somewhere. Wendy's another one of my subscribers that's in a wheelchair, and I told her we need to come up with something where we all go to the store and start running over people that aren't paying attention to the laws of, like, you know, wear a mask and stuff. We're just gonna roll up on them and be like, "Hey, look, where's your mask? Sorry, was that your whole foot that I just rolled over? I'm sorry. Maybe if you had a mask on, that wouldn't have happened. Just roll out." I'm good, Marsha. How are you? What's up, Bonnie? I'm just saying right now, I'm just gonna start my own, like, wheelchair, like, forget biker rally. We're gonna have a wheelchair rally. We're gonna get everybody together. We're gonna go to these stores, and anybody that's not wearing masks, we just clock clock all day, all day. We got this. Welcome, Keisha's Creations, new crafter here. Welcome to the addiction. Sorry, y'all, my hand was like getting numb. What's up, Paula? My two signature bags come from resale shop. No high heels for me. The air is fine for me. I'm 5'3". The air is fine. All of that. Yep. Just gonna start running over people. The scooter gang. That's right. Yeah, let me get one of the... Look, I've always been jealous of people that can get the hover rounds. Look, this isn't normal stuff, okay? I'm not a normal person, if you guys haven't guessed. And I always wanted a hover round, mostly because I'm lazy. But, you know, obviously I've never had one. But at some point, if I become immobile, I'm getting a hover round. Because, look, those people were at the Grand Canyon, okay? The Grand Canyon. You can ride to the store. Like, you know how awesome it would be to have your own chair that you can ride to the store? I could put my heated blanket on there, get like a power converter and stuff. I will turn that little wheelchair, motorized wheelchair, into a little motorcycle. And I'll just be cruising down the street with my heated blanket and my mask and helmet on. Yeah. Every time somebody pass me and look at me, "What's up? Deuces. I'm out. Eat my dust." Yeah. I'm telling you right now, you do not want to see Miss Coffee in a wheelchair. Things about to get lit, okay? It's about to be a day. We about to have all kinds of fun in a wheelchair, okay? I'm just saying. I have a mobility scooter and I constantly want to run people over. Exactly, baby cakes. Exactly. All I would do is run people over, which is probably... They would have to make a new law that if you're intentionally trying to run people over, you're not allowed to have one. Because I would literally just run people over. People that are acting stupid in the store. Don't stand in front of me or be going too slow when I'm in my chair. I'm hitting you. Oops, sorry, didn't see you. What's that? You're at the concert and your legs hurt because you've been standing up all day? Not me. I got this cool, awesome chair. Thank you. You're welcome. Don't worry, young Crafty Crafter. We still have a little bit on here. How you doing? Speed bumps for days, that's right. And don't let one of those little kids be throwing a fit in the store while I'm in my chair. Look, little kids ain't about to get got, okay? I'm not above getting a kid, okay? I'm just saying. If your kid can act out, they can handle these wheels. Boop, boop. Or I'd be one of those people that just walks around with a can of Lysol, and if I see you without a mask, I just spray you and keep going. You ain't never gonna catch me. See you next year. You just see me like going back and forth through the aisles. Look, I'd be lit in a wheelchair. Don't even get me started. Wheelchairs aren't necessarily bad. There's a lot of cool things you can do in a wheelchair. I'm just saying, running over small children and pets is one of them. Let a dog be trying to attack you. I would never have to worry about the little chihuahua in my building ever again. I would just run it over. Just bloop, bloop. Look, listen. I'm one of those people. Well, there is that. And what she said. What's up, Butt Lazy Crafts? Round 2. Like, yeah. My dog. Back up. Where? Doom, doom. Oh, that. Oh, my bad. Like, and now that it's snowing, forget sled dog, wheelchair dog, mush Killian, mush. He'd be pulling me all throughout the wheel with the wheelchair. Daisy be walking and running beside us. Look, my life would be so lit in a wheelchair. Telling you right now. Pothole filter. Hey, I would have like little pieces of like planks that I just throw out in front of the potholes. Christy Diamond Paint World says, no hills. I'm 5 foot tall and don't like highs. Oh, you don't like heights. See, I'm too tall. Like, people ask me all the time, am I scared of heights? I'm like, I'm 6'1". I'm too tall to be scared of heights. Like, there's no such thing as being 6'1" and being scared of heights. I am height. Like, When I go see my mom, I put my elbow on her head and I'm like, hey, mom. Because that's literally how tall I am. My stepmom, like I said, she's like 5 foot or something. I can put my elbow on her head and then I make her stand there while I'm like resting on her. She's like, get off me, girl. Now, y'all don't know. I get a lot of questions about why Pawpaw chose to move to Alabama. And I keep trying to tell y'all why he moved, but apparently not everybody hears me when I tell y'all. Pawpaw moved to Alabama because he says he doesn't want to run into his coworkers in Florida, so he decided to be oddball and go to move to Alabama. Plus, my mama's from Alabama. So like she just went home. Pawpaw just followed her there because he likes the football team, the college football team. How you feeling, Sariba? You doing better? Shut. Are you a Scorpio? Because you sound like you don't give a fuck about what people think, and that's one of the Scorpio traits. Actually, no. I'm married to a Scorpio, but I'm actually a Virgo. Mr. Coffee is the Scorpio, and that's exactly right. That's one of his traits that I do like about him. He don't give two flying flips what anybody has to say about him or anything else. As long as you don't mess with his babies or his wife, he don't care. Even if you mess with his wife, he'll be like, I ain't got nothing to do with that. Like, I got into a fight with Minna's dad once. Him and I were fussing, and he looks at Mr. Coffee, and he's like, hey, get your wife. And he's like, look, you already know how this goes. I ain't getting in that. Me and Minna's dad don't fight very often, but when we do, it nowadays, it's just like us bickering back and forth like a bunch of old people. But back in the day when we first split up, we would fuss and fight over like stupid stuff, like him coming over for dinner. Like we used to have family nights where Minna and her dad would come over for dinner every night with me and the kids. And it helped Minna with stability, and it also helped my kids get to know Minna's dad. And they love Minna's dad. And that's funny too, because like Minna's dad keeps telling Orion his hair looks cool, and that's the main reason why Orion won't get his hair cut, is because Minna's dad keeps telling him it's cool. So whenever he won't get his hair cut, I'll send Minna's dad a picture and tell him I blame him for it. And he's like, yeah, rock on, little dude, yeah. What part of Alabama? I don't know what part they live in now. I can never remember the name, but my mom is from Opelika. No, it's two flying flip-flops. Papa says near Huntsville. October 30th, living that spooky life. Capricorn here, earth signs are the shit. Power wheelchair. Yeah, see, Papa, I need one of the power wheelchairs like that. I want to go sit in the forest with my hover around. I'm telling you right now, I'm going to be the gangstest old person ever. I'm going to be to that point where I can't walk no more. And I'm going to be like, the doctor's going to be like, I'm sorry, but we're going to have to put you in a wheelchair. You sorry? Don't be sorry. I've been waiting for this day my whole life. It's time to be lit. I'm about to live my best life. Let's go to the Grand Canyon. Look, I'll be learning to do wheelies in the wheelchair. I'll be playing basketball. Then watch, I'd probably run over one of these kids. They come over here agitating me. Oh, you want to agitate me? I'd wait till I see them sitting on the floor and just go roll past them real quick. Roll over all their knuckles. Snap, snap, snap. I'm just saying. Hop around. Bloop, bloop. I wonder if Maggie's a Virgo. I think Maggie's a Virgo, because Maggie's birthday is the 20th. Or no, my birthday is the 23rd. Maggie's birthday is the 12th. So me and Maggie are Virgos, which is weird because she doesn't like cleanliness. Y'all, I've been fussing at Maggie to clean her room for 3 days. Y'all, how many of y'all want to guess how clean her room is right now? Maggie said she ain't cleaning nothing. I even took her tablet and stuff away and told her she couldn't have her tablet and stuff yesterday until she cleaned up the room after she got in trouble for playing in the glue. And, yeah, why did my daughter sit there and read all day? You know what? I can't even be mad at her because she needs to practice reading anyways. So I can't even be mad at her. She takes an assessment next week, to get tested for dyslexia. They want to see if she has it, and two, what level of severity it is. I guess I didn't realize there was levels of severity for dyslexia, but apparently there is. I know a few people that have dyslexia, but I guess I don't know their severity of dyslexia. I didn't know there was levels. She's reading out of spite. She is. What's up, Katia? she's spiteful in everything she does, because the moment I ask her, will she read? No. If Pawpaw were to ask her, Maggie, read me a book. Okay, Pawpaw. She'll read to Pawpaw. For my mom, I don't know what her thing is with my mom right now, but she thinks my mom needs to exercise, I guess. So whenever she calls my mom, like, she'll FaceTime my mom on her tablet, and she'll be like, come on, Nana, time to exercise. And she'll sit there and pull up an exercise video off YouTube, and she'll sit there and exercise while my mom watches her, and she goes, I'm tired just looking at you. I don't even need to exercise. I can just watch you. She goes, no, Nana, you won't get healthy that way. You got to get healthy, Nana. She wants her Nana to be healthy. Which, don't tell her, but I ate the last of her salad mix because I was hungry last night. And now Mr. Coffee has to buy her more. So I'm hoping that she doesn't ask for salad for lunch, even though she's had salad every day for lunch for the last 2 weeks. Hopefully now she'll ask for a sandwich. Shh. Don't tell her I ate her salad mix. She'll lose her mind. October 30th. We got a lot of October 30th birthdays in the house. What's up, Angie? So I'm listening to kids back there talking about Among Us. I think I'm gonna get conned into a game when I'm done. I was laughing because Crystal sent me a picture of her playing, and she's like, I died twice. I'm like, I die every time I play. What you talking about? If I'm not the person that's killing people, I die every game. They see me, and they see me as an easy target because they can tell I'm new, because I'm the one running into the walls as I'm trying to find where I'm supposed to be going to do my task. And then go, oh, she's easy pickings. And then they'll just come over and kill me every time. Every time. And I'm like, this is monkey piss. If you're going to play a game with your family, get the bubble wrap for yourself. No, at this point, I'm just going to get a bubble for myself just to protect myself from them, because they hurt me. I went to go do my video yesterday, and literally there was a giant goose egg on my wrist, and it still hurts. It's like from here down hurts to like the top of this moon right here. And so I put my Zox bracelet on, and in the video I did yesterday, you couldn't tell that I had like anything wrong because I put the Zox bracelet on. But when you went to go move it, it was all discolored and bubbled up, and I was like, oh God. The last time I played with the kids, I broke my toe. This time, they almost took my hand. I'm done playing with them. They can play by themselves. I'm good. How they never get hurt playing with each other, I don't know. Maggie and Ryan be flipping and doing all kinds of crazy stuff. I don't know how it happens. And then Maggie draws me a picture yesterday, and she goes, I'm sorry I almost broke your hand. Thanks, Maggie. I appreciate it. She goes, did that make your hand feel better? No, not really, but thank you. I appreciate you being at least sorry that you hurt Mommy. I'm like, I'm sorry that Mommy hurt you. And she's like, that's okay. I'm tougher than you. You know what? Get the hell out of here, kid. I don't want to talk to you anymore. You're not fun. How did I hurt my hand? Running after Maggie. Her head hit my hand. At least I think it was her head. It's either her head or her knee. Whatever it was hard as hell. And it just, as I went to go grab glue out of her hand, she shifted really quick and went pop. And instantaneously when it hit and she moved her head, there was a big goose egg on my wrist. So now there's just a bruise there, and it's still kind of swollen. And I can't do this with that wrist. Like I don't have full range of motion with it. It hurts like hell. And even holding this pen right now, like when I'm done for the day. I'm not diamond painting anymore today because this hurts. Refill. Yes, it's Saturday. Yes. Tomatoes. Look there's Mindy. What's up, Mindy? Because their bones are rubber. Look, Maggie is one good cough away from blowing her whole spine out, okay? Maggie is so teeny tiny, I swear I can see her digest her food. She, like I said, she eats everything. Everything that she likes, I should say. Because she won't eat meat. Unless it's taco meat. Then she'll eat meat. Okay, so get this. She'll eat taco meat, right? She won't eat hamburger helper. She won't eat anything else made with ground beef. But she likes taco meat. Cricket time. Yes. Yes, it actually is cricket time. Oh, what's up, Jeremy? Thank you so much. I appreciate it. How often do I go live? I usually am live Friday nights. Usually it's Friday night from 9 to 10:30. But because I didn't go live yesterday, I went live this afternoon. One, because Jeremy usually goes live at night. And Jeremy and Shine Like a Diamond go live like right on top of each other. So there was no room for me at night to go live. So I decided to go live during the day because I don't know of anybody that I watch that goes live during the day, except for Rachel randomly. But I didn't see anything about her going live on her Patreon. So I was like, okay, I should be okay. I should have asked her first, but she was busy doing like Rachel things, like playing with stuff. It's 10:30 p.m. I'm in the Netherlands. Is it 10:30 p.m. for you? Good taco right now. Mindy, look, listen. I will feed you all the tacos if you come finish homeschooling for me. See, Mindy, I feel like you would love Orion, but Maggie would be the one that make you rip your hair out. Look, I love my daughter, but I am not one of these parents that thinks my children can do no wrong. I am one of these parents that asks, what did my kid do, even if they didn't do anything? School burns down. What did Maggie do? Why do you think it's Maggie? Because it's Maggie. Have you not met Maggie? She's a Maggie. Maggie's teacher loves her. Oh, Sarah had asked about homeschooling. Homeschooling this week was actually pretty good because we only went to school for 3 days. They were off Thursday and Friday. I don't know why. I don't really care. But Mr. B, finally, Mr. B got after this little boy because this little boy was failing. He's failing his class because he's not paying attention. And when he's in class, he's making faces and doing all this crazy stuff and playing in chat. And Mr. B's telling him, you need to stop. You need to pay attention. You need to stop. Well, his mom decides that she's going to be big, bad Billy Brown. Oh, thank you, Robin Loves Reading and all the things. I greatly appreciate it. How you doing? Maggie, or her teacher, tells the lady, your son is always playing in class. He never focuses on his work. He rarely ever does his work. And then you're wondering why he's failing. Because Mr. B had fussed at him while his mom was there. And she tried to be all big, bad Billy Brown. Don't be fussing at my son. He's on here like everybody else. And he's like, yeah, no, you simmer down. Your son is a nuisance in my class and is constantly interrupting class, constantly not doing his work, and then constantly wants my attention 24/7. He goes, you either need to have a talk with your son or we're going to have to ask him to go to a different class because he's obviously not getting what he needs out of my class. Shut her mouth wide open. I was like, yes, Mr. B, tell her the business. And then Maggie went to go say something. I'm like, you shut up right now because he ain't about to come after me after he just went after that little boy. He is hot right now and we're not about to take his temperature, okay? We're just going to leave that alone. But yes, parent-teacher conferences was Thursday and Friday. See, maybe... because I have parent-teacher conferences on, Maggie gets tested Tuesday. So I have Tuesday and Wednesday, I have parent-teacher conferences with the kids as teachers. Another DAC delivered. Oh, snap. I just got mail delivery. Mr. Jerry just messaged me and told me I had packages today. Speaking of packages, while my arm hurts since I'm going to take a break from this, I did get packages in the mail. We're going to open them together. I meant to open them Friday. But I didn't go live Friday. So we got packages. So let's see what we got. So this first one comes from Lexi Lily Crafts. Now, I was a little sad because I broke my Lexi Lily Craft placer. Now, you guys know I was rocking it out with this placer. Well, apparently I was rocking it out a little too hard because what ended up happening was I cracked it. I was so mad. Hold on, let's see if I can get it to focus on it. Focus on it. Focus on it. I don't know if you can see it, but right there it's cracked, and I was so mad. So I ordered some more. Yeah, I go hardcore at these paintings. Somebody asked me what's my trick to going fast. Multi-placers. There's really no trick. Just oh, snap. Oh, snap. Yes, please. I love when y'all send candy in these things. Thank you, small business. I'm not sure why it doesn't want to. Lexi Lily Crafts is already down in the description box. So if you guys are interested in the Rock'em placers, these are the curved placers for diamond painting. So as you can see, there's, okay. Compared to a normal placer, it's rounded at the top, so you can easily rock it out. It doesn't lay flat. You have to rock it. So I love these placers, even though I broke that one. So I just went and ordered some more. Look at them. I got purple and red. I love that color. It's like a red with glitter in it. It's so pretty. I'm about to eat this Twizzler, though. Rock'em Sock'em placers. You would think that I'm like, I broke a 15 placer. I broke a 15. There it is. I broke another 15 placer. And then I broke my Rock'em placer. And I was like, God dang it. I did let her know that I broke it. And I was like, just in case you need to do quality control. Because I don't know who else is out here rough with their things. But I'm very rough with my placers. Did Orion get back on here again? Alright. Oh, yep, there's the other one. So we got a small, I think that's a 4-placer. She gives you like these cool little notes. And then I got a magenta and I'm gonna say that's red. Maybe green. And then I got a glittery red one and a purple one. So that's my first package. And I got candy. Second package. Who sent me something from Diamond Painting with Sparklers to my P.O. box? Asking for myself. And I know somebody had to send it because, one, it went to my P.O. box and I'm not sending anything to my P.O. box. I found this in my P.O. box the day I went to go get my canvases from the UPS. What is that now? Okay. I don't know what that is. Yes! 666, yes! Somebody got me 666 ABs in round and square. Yeah! Thank you! That is so awesome. So, Tima over at Diamond Painting with Sparklers got an order for this, apparently. Oh, Cynthia. Thank you, Cynthia. I greatly appreciate it. Her name's on the order form. You don't need to see it. And then this. I don't know what this is. I was going to do that when you asked that question. I honestly was like, hold up. Have I ever seen 666 as an AB? I didn't think I had. So now I have them. Yes! Which might go on that Betty Boop diamond painted now. So thank you, Cynthia. I greatly appreciate it. I got this little pen. What is this? Ceramic pen cutter. Phil Lang. Okay, I'm confused. What is this? I don't read Chinese. What's a pen cutter? Am I supposed to take something off here? I don't see nothing that cuts. It's a node. What's a node? A knife. Where's the knife? Like, what is it cutting? Oh, snap. It's for cutting the release. Oh, cutting the cover paper. Oh, okay. I'm glad y'all know these things. This, again, is the reason why I say I don't know everything about diamond painting. I don't care to know everything, but I don't know everything about diamond painting. Never claimed that I did. So I've never seen or heard of this before. So that should be interesting. Now I want to cut stuff. Oh, for cutting like parchment paper and stuff. Okay. Well, now I have that. So that's cool. Wolfpack's like, oh man, I need that. Yeah, I don't know if she got this from Tmall too or what, but it came in the package from Tmall, so y'all gonna have to check out Tmall. Let me check the. Oh, I got some stickers. Yes. Hold on. We got hack and slip. Yep, the ceramic blade came from Tmall. So Tmall has it over on her shop, dpwithsparklers.com. You guys go check her out for all your sparkler needs. Oh, now I'm wondering if it will come in handy with the Cricut. Okay, so I got candy. And I got sparklers. Thank you again. Very much. I'm going to be cutting a lot of stuff. Another business card to add to my pile. And then the last package comes to us from our very own Rachel Ray. I've actually had this package for a couple of days. But I've been busy, y'all. If y'all didn't know... Sorry, I'm trying to eat this candy. The lovely Rachel Ray has an Etsy shop. Rachel Ray Crafts. Y'all go check her out. Because she came out with a bunch of stuff. And I kept placing orders. And at this point, I'm sure she's tired of sending stuff to my house. That's what I was looking for. Yeah. Rachel only sends me these whenever it's cold outside because they melt in the summer. I got one of the free butterflies. Y'all, isn't that the cutest freaking thing you've ever seen? It's Baby Yoda with a coffee. Keisha, who was it? Mama Bakes and Diamond Paints. She started doing junk journaling. There's my order form. Oh, look, Rachel added some extra stuff in here. I don't know what these little cutouts are. I think they're flowers. There's flowers, and there's witches. I'll get you, my pretty. And your little diamond painting, too. So we got flowers and witches. We got a penguin. If y'all didn't know, this is like my favorite candy that Rachel sends me. Because they don't sell these here in the U.S. And, yeah. That, and when Pippa said Tam Tams yesterday, I was like, why the hell do I've heard that name before. And I want to say I've heard it because of Rachel. And I'm like, I'm going to guess it has to be food. Rachel loves us some food now. So whenever winter time comes, this right here, Rachel doesn't realize this, but this right here makes my whole winter worth it because I get penguins when it's cold outside. So thank you, Rachel, for the penguin. And for those wondering, this is actually Maggie's. When Rachel first started selling these, Maggie had asked me would I buy her one for her diamond painting, and I told her I would when I saw them up again. And I hadn't seen them up until the other day, so I'm guessing this is Maggie's. Yep. It's her shamrock pin. Wah, 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 wah. Yep, the Baby Yoda comes off Rachel Ray's Etsy shop. So in this order, which I have another order coming, don't worry. Did y'all see that corgi butt? I'm a little obsessed. So we have the Baby Yoda. That's a strong magnet. That magnet is heavy. And, of course, it's Rachel Ray Crafts over on Etsy. You guys go check her out. And then I got this cool little shaky shamrock pin. Because Maggie has stolen my other pins. I have another pin from Rachel like this that is a, it's a tulip and it changes color in the sunshine. This is why I can never have a ding-dong. All right. So, thank you so much, Rachel Ray. I'm going to eat this after I finish eating my candy. Matter of fact, let me hide this right now, because if Maggie sees it, she's going to try to take it. You're waiting on the corgi butt too? See, okay, the day that the corgi butt came out, okay, we're going to feel this. I'm going to show you how easy it is to use this weed wax. It's, every time I open this dog comes up to me. So this is the It's Fall Y'all. It's Fall Y'all from Wee Wax over on Etsy. That's Anxiety Art Adventures for those of y'all who don't know. Her wax is really soft, so when you go to fill your pen, boom. I push it down, and then I just use the nail to cut off some of that excess. And then I put the excess in there. Boom. Got it. Yeah, that was Daisy, because every time I open that canister, Daisy comes over because she thinks it's food. And even for it, this is like 2 weeks old now, I think, maybe a week and a half. It still smells just as good. Like, she did a good job on the scent. So yeah, this is actually Maggie's pen. We're gonna break it in for her. We gotta break it in for her to make sure it works properly. And then we have our Baby Yoda. And it was funny because I was using my Halloween pen I got from Tiny Pufferfish's shop. I was using that on the Betty Boop, and I was like, they're never going to see me use the pumpkin. Had to use my little pumpkin. What's up, kitty? But don't worry, for those folks that are worried that I'm not going to open the shop back up, actually what I'm going to do today is I'm going to be making more stuff. After I'm done here, I'm going to be making more stuff for the shop. I did a bunch of testers, and I think the next cup I make you guys are really going to like. I'm waiting on more cups to come in. I'm not going to do coffee cups. I'm going to see if I can find some tumblers. Not like what Extreme Designs over on Facebook. She makes the tumbler. She makes like... See if I have one right here. This is the one I got from Kelly Head. She make Extreme Designs over on Facebook makes these. I'm not going to be making these. I'm going to be making the ones that are like black or white. And then I'm going to design something to go on them. But this is one of the ones I got as a gift from Extreme Designs. I refuse to I've used it once. I used it once. But I don't want to mess it up. So, yeah. So if you guys like acrylic cups like this, which we should do videos on Etsy shops that are good to shop for Christmas, like, which I don't think Extreme Designs has an Etsy shop. But if you want to get in contact with them, if you didn't know, Nana of 7 Crafts here on YouTube, it's her daughter that makes these. Her daughter is incredible. And she has an Instagram called Extreme Designs. You can go on Facebook and find her at Extreme Designs. She'll ask you what you want on it, and then boom, you get this adorable little cut. Yay! Welcome. But I love all the crafty things. But yeah, so I'm going to be making like the coffee tumblers. I don't want to do the mugs just because, I don't know. I might do the mugs later on down the road. Even though I've reached my goal, I do like having the Etsy shop open. I like opening it and having a big stockpile of stuff and then letting it slowly phase out and then doing another stockpile of stuff. But I have to manage my time so that I'm actually getting time to diamond paint and do that, because right now I was literally only doing Cricut stuff all day. I do have a video coming up from Arteza. They sent me some wood panels, so I'm going to show you guys how to make cool... Oh, it almost shut off on me. I'm going to show you guys how to make some cool Cricut crafts with your wood panels and paint. And then Stitcherisa contacted me yesterday when she got her diamond painting that I did for her and asked me would I do a video for Arteza with paint that they sent her, but she doesn't have time to work on it. And I was like, yeah, sure. And I think she's sending me like a coloring book or something. So on top of the 7 videos I already have recorded, you guys have so many crafty videos coming up. I also have another video. Everyday E-Deals is today, and then they'll be again sometime probably next week because they have new items in their shop that they wanted me to show. So there's lots of good stuff coming for you guys, so I hope you guys are ready. Bye, Nancy. Lexi Lily Crafts is the one that sells the rock placers. And for those that wonder how Miss Coffee loves them, I do. I absolutely do love these. I'm really rough on multi-placers, which is why you will constantly see posts of me breaking them. I'm really rough on them because I'm not a gentle person, okay? So like I can be a little rough, and apparently I was being a little too rough. These are 3D printed. So I was being a little too rough, and I broke the side of the one. And she offered to send me out more, and I told her no, and I think she did it anyway, so yay! But she has them in sets that you can buy like this, and they're not that expensive, so go over and get yourself some. Wish we had more shops here in the UK. Well, Cal, you're in the UK. You can open up a shop. How cool would it be to have a magnetic wooden carved minder? I'm just saying. Where's Mr. Grant? Put him to work, Cal. Put him to work. But no, now I really want to draw up that Betty Boop design for a tattoo. I'm just saying. And look, it moves when you move. It's just like wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. I'm not usually a single placer type girl, but I love these pens from Rachel. Whenever she has them in her shop, I always buy at least one. Because Maggie, whenever Maggie goes to diamond paint, when she does diamond paint, she always grabs for one of these. There we go. And yeah, see, it will leave a little bit of that glue or that wax just took my drill again. What's up, Saphira's mama? Candace, you have a Betty Boop tattoo. See, I'm jealous. I want a Betty Boop tattoo. I'm telling y'all, one of these whipping chats, I'm going to have Mr. Coffee do a whipping chat with me, and I'm going to have him giving me a tattoo. It might be a little loud because, you know, that tattoo machine is loud. Oh, May, look, listen. I thought about actually asking them to do that because I am completely obsessed with Hello Kitty. All day Hello Kitty. So, like, if they can get Betty Boop, I wonder what it would take for them to get Hello Kitty. I should just ask her now. Hey, Diamond Art Club lady. What would it take to get Hello Kitty? I'm going to ask her. Right in the middle of live. Like, hey, how you doing? What we got to do to get Hello Kitty? You think she'll tell me no? Hold on, you guys. And it's Saturday, so I don't mind messing with them on Saturdays because I know they're still working. But I don't. Sundays is one day, unless they message me, I do not message them because I assume that they take days off. Probably not. But I like to assume that they are like normal human beings that have like lives outside of diamond paintings. Welcome back, Odd but Nice. Just watching YouTube all day. All day. That sounds like me. Me and YouTube all day. Oh, speaking of YouTube all day. I must have watched this video like 3 times. Anybody see Jeremy's venison video where he's making jerky? Oh my God. It has been so long since I've had venison jerky. Pawpaw used to make, well, Pawpaw, what was that? It was like venison and mustard or something. Or you would put mustard, I think it was sausage. I don't know what it was, but I remember having it, and oh my God, it was always so good. So when Jeremy put up that video about the venison jerky, I was like, oh, good God. Belinda says she's in the UK. So yeah, if you haven't seen Jeremy's video on venison jerky, you go watch that because I've watched it 3 times now, and I keep thinking to myself, what do I got to do to get some venison jerky? Is that something I can buy offline? Asking for myself. I need some more venison in my life. Yes, busy in a crafty way. But I have like the newest design that I have, because I can't sell the Starbucks cups. I don't think I can. I can sell the replica ones, the ones that have the Starbucks lady but doesn't look like the Starbucks lady. But I just got these ones in the mail. I just got these reusable Starbucks cups in the mail. I was going to design those and put them up, but I'm not sure if I can. So I have to check and see. So the tattoo video recorded and a time lapse, that would be epic. Yes, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking about doing a time lapse of it and having like a voiceover, but I'd have to contact Rachel for the voiceover part because I don't know nothing about voiceovers. But just to show you guys that Mr. Coffee he used to tattoo. I would have to buy him because all his equipment is like sterile, so he has to he buys it and like each needle is in its own little thing, and then like all the extra equipment he uses is all separate and like sterile. So I have to make sure that he has all new equipment for when he does it. But he has like the machine and everything still. It's just sitting in the room. He's given a few people tattoos since we've lived here. But I want to get him like renewed ink and everything else. And then you guys can that, and I have to figure out where he's putting it because I don't have a whole lot of skin left. Alexa, stop. Has Everyday E-Deals gone back to free shipping yet? I'm not 100% sure. They sent me a couple of things to show you guys, which you guys will see right after I'm done here. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure if they've gone back to free shipping yet. With the pandemic and everything going on, a lot of companies have had to up the prices, because I don't know if y'all noticed, but the price of shipping is outrageous right now. Oh, Keisha says, how long have you been on YouTube? Just curious. I've been on YouTube doing videos for 2 years. Me and my jigsaw puzzle all day while watching YouTube. Yeah, Maggie is obsessed with jigsaw puzzles. She goes, I have enough for right now, though, Mommy. But I love my jigsaw puzzles. She likes to put them together, and then when she's sleeping, we take them apart so she can put them back together the next day. She throws a fit about it, but she loves doing it. What's up, Pippa? Yeah, Elizabeth. See, UPS, they've already did their this is shipping holiday season. And when Mr. Coffee got the job offer from UPS, he was offered to work there, and he was going to take it, except for they have blackout dates. So from October to February 1st, they are not allowed to call off or take off. And then after that, when tax season comes, they're not allowed. There's another blackout time where they can't call off. And he's like, what if there's an emergency with Maggie or one of the kids or you? I can't just take off work like I can now. And I'm like, yeah, but those guys work the job no problem. The only problem is most of those guys don't have like full families, and some of them do. But not being able to call off work or anything like that, I worried about his back because of lifting all the packages. So, Shawana. Yep, it's been 2 years today that I started my channel. Oh, well, happy anniversary, Wolfpack. I remember when Wolfpack started her channel. I think we all met in like one of Rachel Ray's lives. But it is about that time, folks. It's time for me to get these dogs out for the afternoon walk. But I didn't want to leave you guys hanging for not having a Friday night live. So, yay. You at least got some of the people that don't get to catch me on live on Friday nights got to catch me this afternoon. And I do appreciate you guys spending the afternoon with me, because you had your choice of spending your afternoon with anybody, but you chose to spend it with me. It makes me feel special. Thank you very much. With that said, folks, I got to get up out of here. I got dogs to walk and lunch to feed kids and deal with like little window children in my house. So thank you guys all so much for being here today. I do greatly appreciate it. We're back to our regular program schedule next week. My arm will be fine. I'm going to put some ice on it because it's hurting pretty bad, and get back to Cricut crafts. If you would like to see what I'm up to with my Cricut crafts and what will be coming to the shop soon, head on over to Instagram, where you can find me at Miss Crochet and Coffee. Also on Etsy, where you can find me at Miss Crochet and Coffee. We also have a Facebook group. Please feel free to join us. All you have to do is answer the 3 questions and check the box that says I agree to the rules, and then it will automatically put you in the group. Rachel Ray and I share a group called Crafters Anonymous with Miss Crochet and Coffee and Rachel Ray. Please feel free to join us, where we allow you to share all the crafty goodness. So you don't have to share just diamond painting. Any craft or anything that you do with your own 2 hands, you are more than welcome to share with us. So please feel free to join us there. But I got to get out of here, folks. So thank you again so much for watching. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, leave those down in the comment section below, and I'll get back to them as soon as possible. If you're new to the channel and would like to see more random crazy videos just like this, please feel free to hit the subscribe button and the bell to be notified anytime I randomly decide to put up a video. And believe me, it's random. With that said, always remember, wash your hands, don't touch your face, keep your 6 feet, and always try to be kind, be courteous, be cool. Bye, guys. I hope you guys have a great weekend. Stay safe, wear your mask, and we will see you guys later. Bye.